Modern travel is an obstacle course. Airports are loud, dehydrated environments designed to drain cognitive energy from the moment you step through the sliding doors. Your feed is probably flooded with travel hacks, promising to make the entire experience seamless and relaxing. But as a traveler, you are working under strict constraints. You only have so much cash to spend, and your carry-on bag only holds so much volume. The reality of those marketing promises is that no travel shortcut is actually free. Every strategy requires an upfront sacrifice on your part. We evaluate these sacrifices using a framework called the friction exchange. The horizontal axis tracks your upfront cost and effort. This is the money or time you have to spend before you ever leave for the airport. The vertical axis measures the in-transit energy saved. This represents the peace of mind and physical stamina you preserve during the actual journey. We are going to take 5 of the most heavily promoted travel strategies and run them through this exact matrix to find out what kind of return on investment they really deliver. Because traveling efficiently simply means trading a piece of your friction right now for a lot more bandwidth later. Let's start with the capital investments. This approach tackles logistical bottlenecks by throwing cash at the problem. The most common example is buying your way into TSA PreCheck or the Clear protocol to save time at security. The inputs to acquire this access are clear. You pay between $78 and $189 up front. You have to schedule an in-person background check and take on the mental load of tracking your renewal status. In exchange, you eliminate the unpredictable 45-minute security line and replace it with a highly consistent 5-minute walk to your gate. But the math is rigid. If you fly fewer than 3 times a year, the administrative overhead and that initial fee heavily outweigh the actual minutes you save at the airport. Then we have the AirTag strategy, a capital investment aimed entirely at reducing your travel anxiety. You drop $30 per bag, sync the devices to your digital ecosystem, and commit to swapping out the batteries annually. That investment gives you exact digital mapping of your property. You never have to sit at the boarding gate wondering if your checked luggage made the connection. The catch is that knowing your bag is stranded in Atlanta while you are in Chicago doesn't compel the airline to find it or deliver it to you a single minute faster. Capital hacks are highly effective at buying back your emotional energy, as long as your travel frequency justifies the ongoing administrative maintenance. Next are the preparation investments. These strategies keep your money in your bank account, but they require you to give up your time before you leave the house. Implementing a packing cube uniform system relies entirely on a time input. You will spend an extra 15 to 20 minutes in your bedroom, meticulously rolling and categorizing all of your garments. That effort buys you perfect inventory management. When you walk into your hotel room, you pull the cubes out of your bag, and you are fully unpacked in 30 seconds. The major trade-off here is structural rigidity. If your trip requires heavy boots or thick winter sweaters, the cube system breaks down and takes up more space than loose packing. Packing cubes are a pure time shift. You sacrifice unstructured speed at home to guarantee ultimate execution speed at your destination. The final category covers behavioral hacks. These cost $0, but they enforce a strict physical toll. This chart compares normal room humidity, usually between 40 and 60%, with an aircraft cabin, which aggressively drops below 20%. To counteract this deficit, you must actively drink 8 ounces of water for every single hour spent in the air. Hydrating this way effectively mitigates the brain fog and silent dehydration fatigue that usually hits you at baggage claim. But the trade-off is biological. You will be forced to use the tiny airplane wadatory repeatedly, breaking your focus on your laptop work or interrupting your sleep cycle. Then consider the local grocery drop strategy. The input requires taking your first 2 hours on the ground, walking to a market to load up on bulk water and fresh food. This secures your baseline nutrition for the trip and allows you to completely bypass expensive hotel room service traps. The cost is delaying your recovery. Right after a draining flight, instead of relaxing, you are lugging heavy grocery bags down unfamiliar sidewalks. Behavioral hacks fiercely protect your wallet, but they extract their payment directly from your physical energy reserves, exactly when your body is most tired. Let's bring back our master friction exchange matrix to see exactly how these options map out. The behavioral strategies instantly plot into the high-effort, low-cost quadrant. The capital hacks map cleanly over to the high-cost, low-effort side. To make a practical decision, look at your travel frequency. Occasional travelers taking 1 to 3 yearly flights Avoid capital investments. Rely on hydration and grocery walks. Frequent travelers logging 4 or more flights, your time is valuable. Spend on pre-check and packing cubes. Travel hacks don't eliminate friction. They simply let you move it to a time when you are better equipped to handle it. Choose your trade-offs intentionally and protect your emotional bandwidth for the moments that actually matter on your trip.